Have you ever been in that moment where you're like, wait, am I actually being treated badly or have I just gotten used to it? You know?
No, because
Mm.
yes, like that quiet kind of mistreatment where no one's yelling, but you still feel completely off all the time.
Like, I feel like that's the energy this week, you know? It's not messy, it's not explosive, it's just real and kind of depressing, you know?
So today we've got two stories that honestly sat with us for a bit. They're different situations, same ache, the same I don't know if I'm overreacting or if everyone around me is just emotionally bankrupt energy.
Yeah, so first up, someone's feeling completely sidelined in their own flat. She's living with three other girls, and technically nothing's wrong, but everything feels off. So she's excluded from plans, she's talked over, ignored, and she's the only one cleaning. So it's giving very invisible roommate vibes,
It
which
is,
would
it is.
piss me off.
It already
Mm,
kind of pissed me off while reading it. But
mm-hmm.
then there's our workplace submission, which, yes, we did say we would talk about last episode, but then we totally ran out of time. But here it
Mm-hmm.
is now, and it's a lot.
Yeah, so this person's been loyal to their job for 4 years, doing everything, right? So they're training people, they're picking up their slack, no complaints, nothing, and somehow they're still getting zero recognition. Like, make it make sense?
Right. Meanwhile, the loud fake till you make it crew keeps rising. And they're stuck wondering, am I not just built for this? Or
Hmm.
is this entire system broken? Which
Yeah.
most likely, yeah.
Yeah. So if you've ever felt like you're constantly doing the most and still being treated like, I don't know, an afterthought, this one's for you.
Or if you're just tired of gaslighting yourself into believing things aren't that bad, yeah, let's talk.
You send us the stories and we're finally getting into it. So I'll
So,
I'll give the floor to you, Nuha.
thank you. Okay, so the first one, obviously, roommate nightmare. That's their
Mhm.
chaos.
Mhm.
She wants to stay anonymous. We're gonna call her Jessica. She is
Okay.
at the age of 16 to 20. This has happened for months.
Mhm.
So her situation, it's kind of messy, by the way. I live with three other girls in student housing, and I'm the only international student. They're not mean or anything, but it's like they have this whole bond I'm just not a part of. They leave me out of
Mhm.
plans, talk over me, sometimes even laugh about stuff in front of me like I'm not there. The flat's always messy, but I'm the only one cleaning. One of them keeps using my things without asking, and when I bring it up, she acts confused or says, "Oh my gosh, I forgot." I feel like a total stranger in my own flat, and I don't want to be dramatic or start fights, but I'm so over pretending it doesn't bother me. I miss home and I miss feeling like I belong somewhere.
Oh.
First of all, that is really sad. But first of all, to the person who sent this, I want to say I am so sorry that you are going through this. Like
Yeah.
what you're describing, the invisible feeling, that's not nothing. It's you're not being dramatic, right? You're just being real. It's very
Mhm.
exhausting. So, from what I'm getting, you live with three other girls. You're the only international student, which sucks, but it
It does,
happens.
yeah.
Yeah, and even though they're not outwardly mean, it is clear that
Mhm.
they formed like a little clique, like this little bubble that you're constantly on the outside of. Like they make plans without you, talk over you, and laugh at inside jokes, and you're not even there. And let me just say, exclusion does not have to be loud, but it can be quiet, but it's there. And like exclusion, when it's quiet, kind of stings the most because you
Yeah.
kind of know that you're being excluded, but they're not. telling you that you're being excluded, you know? And like on the top of that, you're picking up after everyone. You're the only one cleaning. They're kind of treating you like a housemaid. I'm sorry, but yeah, like they're treating you like a housemaid. And when you bring it up, like when they're like taking your stuff, when they're like, "Oh my gosh, like I forgot," like you're the problem
They're
for
taking
even
you for
mentioning it. You're
granted.
not. They are. They.
Yeah.
I think you did it once, and they're just taking advantage of that. And when you said you're missing home, I feel that. I feel like Diva also feels that because we're both international students, and
Mhm.
I get like missing home because you're in a new place, a new scenery, a whole new country that you probably haven't been in, and you're already feeling like a stranger to everything, and it's all new to you. And even like in your own flat, you're like your own home, and you still feel
Mhm.
like this, you have to like tiptoe around. That's just a next level of loneliness. And so you shouldn't have to shrink yourself to survive where you live. So my advice is, it might be hard, but like hear me out. You're
Mhm.
allowed to take up space. You're allowed to set boundaries even if it makes you feel uncomfortable, which it might, but it's okay. Don't scream. You don't have to. You don't have to fight. You can just be clear. You don't have to even like demand. You can just be like, "Hey, I've noticed I've been doing most of the cleaning and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed because like do I have to study as well? Like my education matters. Can we figure out a plan that feels fair?" Or probably say like, "Oh, I'd appreciate if you could just like ask before using my things. It's starting
Yeah.
to feel like my stuff isn't mine anymore." It's not rude. It's like being honest. And if that doesn't work, try if you're living in a dorm, maybe try going to like a superior or an RA
Mhm.
and maybe switch out of that dorm, because I know that feeling of feeling, oh, like I don't belong here. It sucks, especially in your own home. I think if it gets better, right? If like you set your
Mhm.
boundaries and it's getting better, they might include it. I don't think they will though. From what you're like saying, they might. But yeah, Diva, anything to say?
I just
Okay.
no, no, no. I I'm thinking about it. Okay. So I agree with everything you've said. I have my own little thing to put in. So I have been through this similar situation. Um, my first 3 months of university, I was put into an all-girls flat. There were 7 other girls, and I was the only international student. And it was, all British girls, mix of all girls, and I did not feel like I belonged. And it's not like some crazy idea I had. It was literally, um, there were some girls that were racist towards me. And they all, like, a lot of them, they just didn't include me in anything. Like, um, I think they had a separate group chat. And I remember like we had a shared kitchen, right? Because in England, I went through private accom. I didn't go through university accom. And so you share a kitchen, but you've got your own room and your own toilet and everything. And I remember going into the kitchen one night and just seeing them already like so in England you've got like pre-drinking, you call it prees. So it's like go out, yeah,
Pre-game.
pre-gaming,
So
exactly.
yeah, for like
Yeah. So
yeah,
they were all drinking, dressed up, going out and everything. And I was like, "Oh, where are you guys going?" They were like, "Oh, we're going here, blah blah blah." We put it on the group chat and I was like, mm, I'm not on that group chat. But anyways, so they like didn't include me in things. They ignored me. They were just terrible, terrible girls, a lot of them. Um two of them I think were like nice to me kind of, but then whatever. And I was very much, because there were a lot of problems in that, flat. Like, these girls were fighting. One girl like threatened to beat up the other one, smashed her door in, like loads of things. Um, but I was very neutral because I came to university thinking, okay, I'm going to stay neutral, be nice to everyone, be on everyone's good side. Didn't know the country, so far away from home, didn't know anyone there, nothing. So I was starting from scratch. Um, and so I was never problematic. I remember them fighting and I never really took sides. I was kind of like, oh yeah, everyone be happy, peace, 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 kind of like that. Realized I was getting nowhere, so I left. What I can tell you is see if you can solve it, sit them down. I remember we had a lot of flat meetings and stuff, and like they broke my dishes. They were terrible, right? Sit down with them, maybe talk to them, ask them, hey, like, what's up? Do you guys, is there a problem? This is how I'm feeling, blah blah blah. That's the mature thing to do. You're all technically adults now, right? But people
Exactly.
aren't very mature, right? They don't act very mature, especially in university. So likely an outcome will be, oh girl, I didn't realize you were feeling that way. No, we're not doing it on purpose. Very airheaded, dumb response.
High school mean
Exactly,
girl.
middle school too. Like just bad. Very much like,
Middle
oh,
school
I
as
didn't
well.
notice. Like, and it'll piss you off. Another thing I would recommend is what I
Mm.
did was I paid £50 and I changed flats. Now technically I believe I shouldn't have to pay because I was in a situation where I was very uncomfortable, but whatever, took my losses, moved on. If you can move.
Yeah, and please just know. Yeah, just move
Mhm.
if you have the chance. But also like if you're not part of their bond, it doesn't mean that you're unworthy of connections, right? Sometimes people don't click. Sometimes people we live with are not our people and that's completely okay. Like try reaching out to like others in your like uni group, in your like classes, maybe someone from your same culture, even like online friends, right? Like you deserve to be around people who see you and not just live around you. You don't have to be different. You can always bring people over. You can have friends outside. Just because you're living in an uncomfortable situation, you can make it a little more comfortable by bringing your friends over. So yeah, like until then, like take care of you, romanticize like little routines you have, like a schedule, and like make your space feel like yours again, you know? Like even if you just have like a little candle or like a playlist that reminds you of home, just play it, just do it. Like you're not alone, and even if it feels like it, you belong. I promise you do. I feel like every international kid goes through this, but it does get better. You just need to find a good friend that will like understand you. Maybe go talk to some other international kids because you can bond with that. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Sorry, let me pull it up. Okay, this is the workplace drama. She needs advice. Also anonymous. We're gonna call her Diva, you give me a name. Okay. I'll call her I said Jessica. I don't think we need a name for this. She needs our advice. She's 26 to 30. This has been going on for years and she needs desperate advice. So I've been in sorry guys, but let me tell you about the situation. I've been at this job for 4 years. I'm good at it. I've trained people, covered shifts, picked up the slack without being asked, and somehow I'm still not seen as someone they invest in, sorry. I watch people who play the office game better than me get promoted while I'm stay stuck because I'm not loud or fake enough. Every time I think about quitting, I panic. Like, what if this is just the best it gets? But staying is killing my motivation. I'm constantly exhausted, overthinking everything, wondering if maybe I'm the problem. You are not. You are not. the problem. So the person who sent this, so you have been on this job for years. You've trained people, picked up shifts, gone above and beyond, blah blah blah. So you're good at what you do, but no matter how much you give, you still feel invisible. Like they take your labor, but not invest in your future. They don't pay you for that. That's
Hi.
hi.
I just wanna
You you,
I just wanna
you
add
disappeared
when
for a
you
while.
I know when you asked me to add the name, I started freaking out because my Wi-Fi disconnected. I was so glad you continued because I don't want to upset our listeners, but it literally just completely like disconnected, kicked me
Oh
out, reconnected, and I was just like, hello, 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 hello. Because I wanted the person to be named Billy Bob, but
no.
it
Billy Bob.
apparently yeah, but it apparently did not want me to name it Billy Bob. So
Okay, we're calling you Billy Bob.
I'm just
you
sorry,
you
guys.
disappeared. You disappeared. I was like,
I
where
know
the
you were
fuck
like,
did
okay,
you
let's
just go?
continue. I know, and I was like, hello, 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 can you hear me? Hello. It was so bad. I'm sorry, guys. Let's
But you're
continue.
back. You're back.
I'm
That's
back.
that's the
I'm
best
better
part.
than ever. Hello. Okay.
Exactly. Love that. But okay, so they're taking all your labor, not giving you the commission for that. And
Hmm.
honestly, that's kind of heartbreaking because what the fuck? You need to like get your fucking
What
commission.
the fuck?
What the, I said that in the most like disgusting way, but it's okay because you're not asking for like a parade. You're not asking for like a constant praise. You're not demanding it. You just want to feel like you matter, and
Hmm.
that's what brings you to the table is like seen, like not being used. And I think you do want a bit of commission, which I get. If you're doing the job, if you're doing the work, you had to get paid for it,
Yeah,
like when you
absolutely.
watch people who know how to play the game, the ones who network loud, who flatter the right people, who like talks a lot but do less, they get promoted, which is frustrating. But and like you are, while you stay stuck, you're quietly, sorry, excellent, wondering what you're doing wrong. It does mess with your head. It messes with your head a lot. It makes you question your worth. It makes you
Yeah,
think,
why am I not good
hey,
enough?
yeah, maybe I'm the problem. And you're not. You're not. You're not the problem. You're just in a system that rewards performance over consistency, which is a
Yeah.
big thing right now. Like it rewards volume over value, and I genuinely hate that because people like you, like Billy Bob, you should be the one rising. You're the fucking glue. You're the reason things are running smoothly. But when you're the one holding everything up, no one fucking realizes that. And like no one realizes how heavy it is until you finally like, let it go. I feel like you should just stop. Like just stop
Yeah.
doing what you're doing right now to see other people crumble, you know? And like don't take the blame. Be quiet, right? When other people are like taking for granted for your work you're doing, or like just don't do anything. Just stop doing it and let them see how
Also,
much you value.
I I feel like it's also like you kind of just what's it called, you're a pushover to a certain extent, like
Hmm. Hmm.
you just not let them take advantage of you, but you're very nice, you don't say anything, you're like, okay, I'll just do it, you're nice, you're a good person. Problem is people don't, like, everyone's working, everyone's kind of involved in themselves. They're kind of, they don't have time to think, oh, maybe I'm taking this person for granted, because they're also working. They've also got a lot going on. Maybe you need to also stand up for yourself and make it known that you also not just deserve a promotion, you deserve to be treated with respect, and you deserve to be appreciated. Because sometimes, I say this not like even in terms of relationships. Sometimes people are just stupid and they need you to spell it out. When you say like, "Oh, I'll wait for them to act right or I'll wait for them to figure it out themselves." Some people are oblivious and they're stupid and they need you to spell it out. Right?
Yeah.
Not everyone's a mind reader. Your boss, and some people they just realize like, okay, this person's not saying anything, you're so we can just take them for granted, because in a lot of work situations, a lot of jobs and stuff, the people that get rewarded the most are the people that can actually stand up for themselves, that know their worth, and that I don't know where I'm going with this, but realize your worth,
No,
because
I
they
get it.
get
I get
rewarded
it.
the most. Yeah.
I get it. But what's it called? Because you are thinking about quitting. I understand, like the fear that maybe this is the best it gets, and if you leave, you'll regret it. The kind of panic is kind of paralyzing.
Yeah.
But here's something that my dad told me: the fear of leaving something comfortable will always be loud, but your burnout is the real truth. So, like, staying in the place where you question your worth every single day, that's not you being comfortable. That's just being you being used and you becoming fucking miserable. So what you do is don't make a dramatic exit. Don't fucking just fucking curse everyone out. No. Do it quietly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like start looking for other jobs quietly, strategically. Start talking to people outside of your circle. Maybe update your resume, add some stuff into your resume. Give yourself permission to imagine that there's something better, because it does exist. Someone will take your value and fucking pay you for that and like appreciate that. You're not
Yeah.
lazy. You're not too quiet, but you are kind of quiet. You're not the problem.
four
You are not.
years in a dead job. Like,
Yeah,
you've
you
also
need to
got
get up
to.
and leave.
Exactly. Like,
Maybe
you've also got to
maybe
realize that,
stand
like,
up.
you're also at fault. Like,
Yeah,
why have you gone so long without doing anything or saying anything? If you don't realize
exactly.
your worth, no one else is going to.
Maybe try standing up. Stand up and see if that works. Because honestly, sometimes what my dad does, he makes me, because I'm also slightly like a pushover and I'll just do whatever he says. But sometimes I'm like, hey, dad, I don't think this is fine. Like, this is not fine. Like, I can't do that. And he's like, I was just testing you. I wanted to see that you're not actually a pushover. And I want you to know that you can stand up for yourself. So maybe your boss is just kind of psycho and wants you to fucking stand up,
Or
or there's
maybe your
someone who
boss
actually,
truly doesn't care about you, so you need to
yeah,
stand up for yourself and make them
self,
realize how much you do.
yeah. And if quitting is the solution, the answer, quit. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Like, don't stay in a job that you're not gonna have fun with. Because I'll be mentioning my dad a lot in this episode, because he is the one I kind of look into for like getting work and stuff. But something else that he says is, if you like your job, if you love it, not like love it, money will come. But if you don't
My mom
like
says
it,
that too.
the money won't come. So if you love
Yeah.
your job and you feel appreciated, money will come. So go find a job, get appreciated, because money will come. You're not lazy, you're not the problem, you're just someone who shows up without needing the applause. That's
Mm-hmm.
very rare and I'm very proud of you for that. But it doesn't mean that you should just settle for being overlooked. You deserve to be somewhere that sees you fully and trusts you with doing more than just like a cleanup service. And if no one has told you lately, sorry, my mic just fell, you're doing more than enough. You are enough. You are amazing. You're
Yeah.
that girl. You're that bitch. You're that motherfucking bitch. So I am proud of you. Please quit your job and go find another job, or stand up. Maybe stand up first. Stand up first. See how that goes. If that doesn't go, quietly start looking for other jobs, right? Make other connections. Go do like a little networking stuff. There's many, many networking like meetings happening everywhere, like
Everywhere.
little gatherings. Maybe go to one of those, speak up, talk about what you
Yeah.
like, what you do. Yeah.
Because
And
I feel like
update
in
your
this,
resume.
yeah, I feel like in this situation, you can only be your worst enemy or your savior because people have made it clear they don't care, that they're not looking out
Yeah.
for you, you know?
Exactly, exactly. And guys, this episode's coming to an end. And before I fully end this episode, I want to say please, 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 like go on the link tree and put all your like issues and chaos on the form,
Mm-hmm.
because this segment is only existing because of your responses, and I'm thanking all the people who have been responding. But please respond, and we will, if you need advice, anything, if you just need to like just talk and like
Rant.
vent,
Yeah.
yeah, we're here to like validate you and like tell you. So I know you guys will come back for more.
They always do, and we'll be right here waiting for you. Thank you.
Bye, thank you. Mwah.
Bye.